Welcome to my new viewers. To my subscribers, welcome back. My name is Mike. This is my channel where I look at, review, and try different CRAPS strategies. Thanks for joining.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to discuss a few things here. I think most of you know who have been watching my channel know I like to play progression, regression type bets. I like to play collect and press strategies, and I also like to play large initial investments to where I can get a quick 1 or 2 hits and then use that money to continue my play and take my original bet down and play with my profits. That just seems to make a lot of sense to me. So I watched a Casino Quest video where David was rolling that exact strategy that meets all my criteria. He calls it the Van Ben, and it's from a viewer of their channel named Ben from Vancouver. And supposedly this gentleman has perfected this strategy and has won a lot of money. So it has a very large starting bankroll. I think David says $2,000. Now I will play on CRAPS, and I will play the most that I can play, which is $1,500. And it's also played on a $15 table. So if you see the strip rules, traditional CRAPS is a $1,500 bankroll at a $15 minimum. That's the table that I'm going to play. I'll go over this very, very quickly because I want to start rolling this. The first rule is your bets are always on. We want to take advantage of every roll. Let's lock in the 6 and 8 also. And we're basically going to start by playing with black chips. We're going to start an initial bet of 640 across, or $100 across for 640 total. Okay, looks like this. 640, cap the 6 and 8 to 120 each, $100 everywhere else. Now, what he is suggesting we do is try to get our first hit, try to get regressed down to 96 across, or $15, the minimum table, the $15 across. His strategy basically says play the minimum table stakes across. So in this case, the minimum is 15. So play 15 across, and then do your power pressing and collecting to build your winnings up. Okay, and the power pressing and collecting is going to basically be played per this table that I have over here to the bottom right. So for example, if a 6 or 8 hits, well, hang on, our first hit will get to regressing down to 96. So let me just take this down, and let's assume we're at 96. Okay, so if we're at 96, the 6 or 8 hits pays 21. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to press both the 6 and the 8 up to 30. So you're going to take your $21 winnings, add $3, which is 24, and put 12 of that each on the 6 and 8, push it to 30. If that bet hits again, you collect. This is the press collect strategy. If the 6 or 8 hits for the third time, you're going to take that winnings and press one of these to 66. So if the 6 hits, press the 6 to 66. If the 8 hits, press the 8 to 66. If that number that is at 66 hits, you collect. Okay? If the other number that's not at 66 hits, you'll collect, but if that one hits the next time, you'll press it up to 66. So in other words, get it up to 66. If the after you collect, if that hits again, you go up to 150. Just add what you need to make it 150, and then do your collect. After that hit, you can either press and collect, or you can continue going up. Obviously, the more you go up the ladder here, the more you win, but also potentially the more you'll lose when you hit the big red. So on the 5 and 9 and the 4 and 10, very, very similar. The first hit, you're going to press both the 5 and 9 or the 4 and 10 up to either $25 or $30, depending on the table here. Then you'll collect. The next one, you're going to press one of them up to either $60 if it's a 5 or 9, or up to $100 if it's a 4 and 10. Okay, same pattern. So let me take this down. Let me go ahead and get 100 across. Let's roll it a few times. Now, to hedge this bet, because it is $640 out here, to hedge this, he recommends putting a $4 horn bet. So if we go over here to the hop bets and click on the $1 hit the horn, that's a $4 horn bet, and get out of that. Hopefully we won't have to worry about it, but if it hits, then you take that money and you parlay it. You just play the winnings divided by 4, play them again. Okay, if you hit it again, you'll have enough money to go to 96 across and take your 640 off the table completely. Okay, so let's go ahead and try. Now you'll see it says hops and props 4. That number basically means you've got a bet, and if you want to see what that bet is, you click on it and there it is. If I take that off, then you see a 0. Okay, so that's how you know if you've got a prop bet working or not. Okay, so I've got a $4 hop prop bet working. It's a $4 horn. So let's go ahead and roll, and we can kind of walk through this as we go. So let's see what we've got here. There's a 6. Okay, so the 6 pays 136. Basically what we're saying here is you hit a box number, you're going to either win, it says here you're going to win 164 or 195. So if I go and look at this, it hit 140 minus my $4 horn bet, so I won 136. So I should probably just take this off and say hit a number, hit a box number, and basically pull it down, regress down to 15 across to 96. Okay, so I've got $136. I'm going to regress down to 96, so I'm playing with my profits. My original bets are off the table now, and I highlight the 5. I hit across. It's a $15 minimum, $96. Now we will play per the table that I've got here on the right. So there's a 9. If I look down here at the 9, wins 21, which is correct, wins 21. I'm going to press each, the 5 and the 9, up to $25. So the 5 and the 9, press it up to $25. If I hit a 5 or a 9 again, I collect. If I hit it again, I press one of them up to 60. That's the pattern. So there's a 4. So on the 4, I win 20. This says 27. So there must be a VIG in play. So add whatever you need to add to press them both up to 30. If you're on bubble craps, you don't really need to figure out how much you have to add. You just click until you get up to the 30. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll. If this hits again, whichever one does hit. No, I'm sorry. This one here, the 4 and 10. If this one hits again, that $30, you're going to go ahead and get it pressed up to 100. So let's see if we can hit it, and we'll show you how that works. There's the 6. That's the second hit, so we will collect that, right? Our first hit we pressed. Our second hit we're going to collect. Okay, that was also our number, so the puck is off, but that's okay. We're playing every roll. Our next hit on the 6 and 8, we will go to the 66 level. And it's a 7 out. Okay, so that's going to drop some of our profits. So we're up 60 bucks, 59 bucks. Okay, so we're going to have to start over. 100 across. Horn bet for 4. Let's roll. Okay, there's a 10. We lose the $4 on the horn, but that's okay. We take this down and we play with that $191 profit. So we're going to go 96 across. Okay, let's roll. I'm thinking through this as I go. So, so there's a 5. We're going to press both the 5 and the 9 up to 25. Okay. There's an 8. We're going to press both the 6 and 8 up to 30. What David says you're trying to do is you're trying to get your green chips in play. Okay, as you can see, we've got 4 of them in play. Let's go ahead and roll. And there's a 7 out. That took away $140. Okay, but look at our profits. We're still up $152. So let's go ahead and get this $100. This is the scary part. This 100 across. If you would 7 out right here, we shouldn't even say that, right? Let's just get our $4 horn bet in play. Okay, there's a 5. So as quickly as I get that $640 up, I want to get it back down, get it back in my rack, and go to 96 across. Let's go ahead and roll. Okay, there's a 9. So 5 and 9 both get pressed up to 25. 5 and 9. Both to 25. Let's roll. There's the 8. 6 and 8 will both get pressed to 30. Okay. Getting those green chips in play. Okay, there's a 9. That's our second hit on the 9. We'll collect. David says you've got to collect because one of these times you're going to hit that bad number when you've got $640 out in play. So you've got to collect. So what did we just roll? We rolled another 9. Okay, now that's our third. So we're going to press one of them. We might as well press the 9 up to 60. We're going to take the 35 plus the 25. We're going to press this up to 60. Okay. Now, if the 5 would hit, we'll get it up to 60. But we want to do a collect in the middle. Okay, there's 7 out. I want to get a long shooter here. Let's really run this thing up. We're still at 225, but Murphy's Law says one of these times we're going to get pounded on this come out roll. All right, let's roll. Okay, there's the 5. So let's get this 640 back in our rack. And let's get 96 across. Let's have a long shooter here. Okay, there's a 6. 6 and 8 both go to 30. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll. 7 out. So I don't know if I've rolled enough. I've only rolled 18 rolls. Let's roll again. I would like to get to maybe the 5th hit where I'm pressing and collecting at that 3rd increment where I pressed from 30 to 60 to 150, or on the 5 and 9 from 25 to 60 to 85. So let's set back up. Prop bet. Horn bet, $4. There's a 5. So I haven't had to play the horn bet yet, where I had to parlay it and try to hit it twice. But that's okay. We just won 136. Let's get that 640 down and put 96 across. Let's get a long shooter here. Okay, there's the 8. 6 and 8 will both go to 30. Let's get it up to 30 each. Okay. 7 out. Well, I think I understand the strategy. I'm rolling more 7s than I am expected to be rolling, and it shows. But I'm still up $300. I'm still up 300. So I think what I'll do, now that I've explained it, and I'm already at 15 minutes in this video, so I'm going to stop the video here. But I think I'll run this again, and I won't have to go through the explanation. I'll just say I'm going to run the Van Ben again. And also, I think I need to make sure my turbo mode's on so I can roll quicker. I'd like to get at least 30, maybe 50 rolls in. Let's see how far up we can run this thing. So that's the strategy. If you've played this before, it looks very similar to some of the other strategies where we play an initial large bet so that we can take a hit, 1, maybe 2 hits, then play with our profits, play a power press, collect, and run it up. So kind of made a lot of sense. It reminded me of a lot of other videos that we've played before, but I've never played with the horn bet. That was new, and fortunately we never had a 7 out on the come out roll. So anyway, that'll be it for today. If you've experienced this, let me know your experience, how you did on it. Leave me a comment. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and give me a thumbs up. Let's see if we can't get some dialogue on some of these videos. Hope everyone's having a good day, and as usual, thanks for watching.